Howdy folks, Bitsu here, and welcome to the next installment of BitszuCraft. Where last we left off, we had just completed work on this guy. The giant sorter, smelter, cooker system craziness that covers both floors of the house and has this big monster thing underneath in the basement. Well, first things first, let's get a test run done on this guy. Let's see, does this actually have some fuel in it? Yes, it does. Okay, let's just plop, a chunk of cobble in there and keep our ears peeled and see if that works properly. There we go, that's filling up. First one is smelted. Boop. And let's run downstairs and see if that's going where it's supposed to. Okay, now over here is the chest. Oop, bonk, hitting my head. There we go, right. Oh, I hear clicking. Is that a good thing? I think, well, all this stuff is supposed to be silent. Anywho, smooth stone. This hopper should be slowly filling up to, I think, like 21 or something like that, and it does not appear to be. Let's keep our eyes on this hopper. Does an item fly past? Whoosh. Yep. Okay. Now does it it sounds like it's continuing past and actually going into the disposal. It is. Okay, something is wrong with the system. Figured. Well, let's just go quickly grab that block out of, that stack of cobble out of here, just so we're not wasting it. Okay, let's see. Where did we go wrong? Why do I have so much crap in my inventory? Always so much crap. Alright, let's just ditch a bunch of this junk. We're not gonna need any of this. Gravel and andesite. Blech. Good enough. Okay, let's go have a look-see. Now I think the filter's not working properly. It seemed to be just zooming straight past it all. Now I know I've got the unnamed items in hitbox area in here. Yep. And I've got some. Oh, there's the problem. You know what I did? This whole thing is one block too high. This is supposed to be coming off of this guy. Well, okay, looks like today is going to be a day of cleanup. I'm going to tear this out, drop everything by one block, and put her back. I'll get back to you as soon as I've got that finished. Much better. And I also deactivated the garbage can for the time being, just in case this doesn't work quite properly. I don't want to be wasting any items. Okay, this guy's working properly. I got the item elevator here working properly. I just threw a pile of dirt into the bottom, and here we go. I was initially having trouble with this top dispenser firing when the dropper elevator was working and just spitting all the food onto the floor. I solved that by knocking out the block behind this top block of the fridge and just sticking a redstone torch on the wall back there, which is powering this top guy and then therefore quasi-powering this guy, so it'll stay powered all the time and it won't actually fire stuff out onto me. I've also tested the dropper elevator for the smelted items and the one for the coal, and everything seems to be working fine. So now it's just a matter of prettyifying this place and get everything all put back together again. Let's see, I think if I plop one there and that one I just dropped, I'll need back. Can I reach? Nope. Oh, that would have fired back up again. Okay, that's the coal line. So we've got a piece of polished andesite where we need coal. I think too, once I get this finished, I will probably, let's check here. I'll probably want to go back down and cover each of those hoppers with half slab just to prevent crap from falling into them. There we go. See, she's working. Yeah, there's already charcoal in there. That's the deal. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Let's get this place put back together again. Now, how am I gonna place... I don't know, I'll just place it right there. And then I need a door here. And then I just need another piece of carpet on top and we're good to go. Sweet. Now... I guess that was logs. I'll need something here. I think I'll just do cobblestone there. It'll help keep the feel of the kind of fireplace look I'm going for. And we can probably just pretty much block the whole thing off. Oh, no, we can't do that. We won't be able to open that chest if we do that. I'll stick a stair block there. I think I'll do something here to recess that a little bit as well. That kind of looks goofy. Probably just a pair of stairs, one upside down, one right side up. Cool, cool. Okay, let's check out the top floor, see what it's looking like. Yeah, it's just a big gaping hole. Okay, so... again, stair block. And I'll want to knock the ceiling out here because the chimney will want to go straight up through the roof there. Okay, that makes sense. And then I'll pull all of this big crazy ugly wall as close as I possibly can in all directions. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna have to go chop me some trees because I am going to spend today just kind of cleaning up. I'm gonna fix this blast. I'm gonna replace the pieces of floor and walls and ceiling and everything that are missing. There we go. I swapped that out for white wool because the cobblestone was looking a little too cobble heavy over here. But I've just kind of filled in all of the gaps behind so you can't actually see through this. All you can see when you look at it is cobble. And tried to give it a bit of an interesting shape. And I did likewise upstairs. Yeah, it's all blocked off from the back, but these are all stair blocks, so this is all still accessible. And I've punched a hole in the roof as well. I cleared, well, I put actual stairs down here. And then I just filled in all the unnecessary space. But everything is still accessible. I can get actually up, all the way up and around the entire build, which is hopefully not going to be necessary, but I didn't want to back myself into a corner just in case it turned out to be the case. Yeah, here's the filter, and it can still pop underneath to get to where the lines actually feed to as well. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, I will pop outside and start chipping away at that chimney. Check it out. There's a chimney. Wanted to make it tall enough that you could just see it from the front. And if we wrap around the side here, the bottom of it sticks out just enough to make it look like there's a fireplace or ovens or junk in there. And then boom, we got a little asymmetrical chimney heading up through the roof. I am pleased with that. It looks half decent, and the functionality is there. The kitchen could look a little better, I think. I might want to change something with this portion here, but overall I'm pretty happy. And in the crafting area, it's got this weird, funky kind of asymmetric shape to it, but I kind of dig that. And da-da, we've already got some stuff pumping through. Awesome. Oh, there's some taters in there. I guess I don't have enough fuel to cook them all just yet, but I should probably, well, I'll take those down. I can't. My inventory's full. I will get on doing a little bit of bloop. There we go. Throw some wood into the system to get turned into charcoal. Excellent. And then any wooden items that I have that I don't need and want to get rid of, rather than toss them in the garbage, I can just throw them in here and use them as fuel and save myself some of the charcoal. At least until I get the thing up and running anyways. Okay, we've hit a bit of a snag. I had a bit of an AFK session and I was happy with it. I ended up getting about 2 stacks of iron, so I decided to leave it run overnight, and I came back to 13 pieces of iron, and there was 3 of these guys just kind of hopping around in here, clogging up the system. So I took out the fences around the border. I tried trapdoors. They wouldn't fall through that, so I took those out and decided to put the signs up top here, just so that the water wasn't flowing straight across the top, and he's not wanting to jump down there either. Sometimes when a second one spawns in, it'll push the first one down, but occasionally it doesn't, and then I get all 3 of them just kind of hung up here. And I realized that a 2x2 hole is not quite big enough for these guys. It really ought to be a 3x3 hole. So that means this whole thing is built to the wrong dimensions. Now, I am debating whether or not I should go through the process of fixing that or not. I really should, because they're not actually falling through and making iron for me right now. Well, after spending the entire morning reconfiguring this guy, I've finally got it up and running. I'll show you quickly what I did. It wasn't too much, fortunately. But, yeah, the same basic premise. Ring of farmland, ring of doors, and a water trap. The water trap is where it got different. There we go. I made the hole bigger, so it's a 3x3 hole now. And then each of these sides pushing back from it is 8 blocks long, because that is the distance that water pushes. And since you can't have the water ring anymore without placing, like if you place a source block here, it turns that whole row into source blocks. So if you can't go a strip here and then a strip there, it just turns it into a friggin' swimming pool. So I've just got a row of source blocks down here, all flowing towards the middle, likewise on the other side. And then I dropped it down by 1, and then a row of 3 and a row of 3, and that seems to be working perfectly. It did mean I had to expand this entire thing by about 3 blocks in each direction, which made kind of containing these guys a little bit fun. But I just did it 1 wall at a time, and I had them walled off in the other area. And then down below, now that it is 3 blocks wide, I just threw a trap chest in the center. And, ooh, goody, there's some more. Wow, that's pumping pretty quick. And, ta-da! That's a goodly amount of iron right there, I would say. Check that out. Awesome pop. Well, ladies and gents, in keeping with today's theme, I decided to go around the world and do a little bit of cleanup here and there. But for whatever reason, my video got all corrupted and is completely unusable. Yeah, it was saved as an unknown file type, and I can't actually access it. But I'll take you around and show you what I did do. I was having some issues with the cobble generator not performing the way I wanted it to. The chest that collects the cobblestone was pulling in, probably about half of the pickaxes as they were being thrown at me. So I put a couple of blocks down to block that, and I ended up reconfiguring the hopper lines a little bit. The hopper line that feeds into this guy got pushed back both sideways and back by 1, and then I brought the hopper line for the pickaxes forward by 1, which forced me to push the dispenser tower back by 1 as well. But now everything seems to be working the way I want it to. The pickaxes go where they are supposed to, as does the cobblestone. Excellent. Now I'll take you to the next spot. The portal. Yeah, check this out. It's completely changed. I thought it would be a good idea to prevent those skeletons and zombies from being able to mob me in the nether like they were before. So I turned this thing into a pitfall trap, yeah. Any of the mobs that want to try to walk their way into here will just fall into the lava, get toasted, and underneath there is a line of hoppers that is fed into a dropper tower that goes up into this chest. And likewise, any zombie pigmen that come out should fall through as well. And I put in a button that is wired up to some redstone that will close these trapdoors for me so I can run across. And yeah, I also put a delay circuit in there so it stays shut for a good length of time, because I was worried that I could potentially fall in there and get toasted myself. And it really is a shame that I lost the footage of this, because I kind of had to mess around with this for quite some time to get it to all fit in the space allowed here. But c'est la vie, it is gone. Oh well, at least I have a functional trap. Well, at least I think it is. There's no goodies in here yet, so who knows whether or not... Yeah, I can actually show you way down here. Once the lava clears, there we go. Hopper chain leading into that chest. Let's just toss a couple of things down in there. And ta-da! Yep, I love those silent hopper elevators. They're kind of a thing of beauty. Plop. Anyways, well, I guess that's it, that's all. We missed out on a lot of the actual redstoning of the build, but I guess here's a quick little tour of what's going on. And I'm gonna have to say goodbye for today at this point. Yeah, I'm completely fresh out of time, so I'll say toodly pipski, and if you like what you see, go ahead and smack that like button. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe, and if you have any questions, comments, suggestions for things to build next, or even if you just want to say hi, go ahead and leave some comments down below. Alrighty, I will see you in the next episode. Bye!